Hi, I'm Mike, owner of the In-Groove in Phoenix, Arizona. Today I'm doing the new arrival video for September 6, 2024. This is actually a pretty solid new arrival week because it kind of covers a lot of bases. Audiophile records, jazz records, restocks, box sets, CDs, DVD audios. There's like a little bit of everything in this particular week. It's kind of nicely spread out. But first, I'm going to start by telling you guys about the recently announced pre-orders. Starting with, there is an indie exclusive of Tom Petty's Long After Dark. That is on turquoise vinyl. That comes out October 18th. Now, all of these items are available for pre-order on our website, but there's a lot more stuff available that I'm going to actually tell you about. We used to only do 4 or 5 pre-order titles a week, kind of titles that I thought were more key, but we've kind of expanded that the last maybe 2.5 months. So there's a lot more pre-orders available. Motley Crue, they're doing a Dr. Feelgood 35th Anniversary LP and Deluxe Edition box set. So like a standard LP and a box set. That comes out November 22nd. The Kinks Misfits Remastered, October 18th. They're doing Sleepwalker, October 18th. This is pretty cool. From Music on Vinyl. Herbie Hancock's Fat Albert Rotunda, numbered on translucent purple vinyl. Dolly Parton, Smoky Mountain DNA, Family Faith and Fables. That's November 15th. We've also got the big one that was announced kind of the tail end of last week. I sent an email out on it, but I didn't actually talk about it in the video because it was too late. Mobile Fidelity has announced that they are doing a Michael Jackson off-the-wall one-step. Now this, unlike Thriller, is going to be at 45 RPM. 45 RPM, SACD, and Ultra Disc one step. So, 2 LP, 45 RPM. That comes out January 17th. MoFi originally didn't give a release date on it, but the Michael Jackson estate did. So we're going with January 17th at the moment. I remember during Thriller, they were pretty hard-nosed on the date. That was a unique situation because with Thriller, we knew in advance, months and months and months, like specifically when it was coming, which isn't typical for MoFi. MoFi, it's like when it gets here, it gets here. So coming soon, now shipping. It's kind of like, for the most part, that's how Mobile Fidelity drops occur. But I think this is going to be pretty accurate. Now, this is going to be, this is going to be really highly anticipated. They've actually done 2 titles as of late that have been just absolutely dynamite as far as pre-orders go. Off the Wall, highly anticipated. People were, when Thriller came out, everyone's like, why didn't you do Off the Wall? That's the better album. That would have been the better album. That sounds better. That's a better album. Thriller and Off the Wall have always been debated on his best, although Thriller clearly sold the most. People have kind of gone, actually Thriller sold more bad. A lot of his albums sold better from Thriller on than Off the Wall, but I think history has kind of laid Off the Wall out as kind of the best of anything he's ever done. But I would say between Off the Wall and Thriller. But, Off the Wall might be the better sounding record. So this could actually be quite good. Also, I will show you guys, we have another Whatnot coming this Sunday at 2 o'clock. This is part 2 of the Consignment collection. This is the better stuff. Part 1 we did a week and a half ago. Part 2, everything's going to start at 10 bucks. I've got some killer stuff to show you. Dark Side 30th, 13th Floor Elevators, Ludwig, classic records, MoFi stuff. This is a really killer Consignment collection, and this is the better of, the 2. There's a Monarch, one of the nicest Doors self-titled Monarchs I've seen. Very hard to find that album this clean. So this should be a fun Whatnot. If you click the link below, you can actually see everything that is going to be auctioned off. I've got a preview. I'm going to stream it live on YouTube, but I'm also going to be available on Whatnot. If you kind of want to interact with the stream, go over to Whatnot. That's kind of easier to interact. I kind of somewhat monitor the YouTube feed, but for the most part, I'm only paying attention to the auction, which is on Whatnot. Also, if you sign up with the link below, set up an account with Whatnot, you'll get 15 bucks off of your first purchase. So that's kind of cool. Let's start with the SACDs. Mobile Fidelity Run DMC. This is limited to 2,000 copies. So on SACD, we also have, I don't think this qualifies as SACD. So this is what, Blu-ray? Blu-ray audio. So this is David Bowie's Ziggy Stardust. We've got the 2024 Atmos mix and the 2024 stereo mix. But they also went back and included the 72 stereo mix from 2012 as 24-bit 192. And then also, that's weird, They're doing the stereo mix at 24-bit 48. Kind of a, you know, maybe if you can't play the 24-bit 192. But yeah. Some box sets. We've got Ultravox's Lament. 5 LP, 140 gram clear vinyl. You've got the album, extended remix album, and set movements. Hammerschmidt 1984. All right. This is just a restock, but it's always a very popular title. I did a shootout on this, actually, and this is kind of an interesting shootout because there's only 2 versions of this album that have ever officially came out. But this was the winner of the shootout. The Smashing Pumpkins, Melancholy and the Infinite Sadness. That's a restock. Got it back in. Boy, during 2020, 2021, I remember that. It's like a $300-$400 box. People were paying because they didn't want to wait. Okay, Indiana Jones. This is the complete collection. This is all 5 soundtracks on 2 LP sets. You can see there. It also includes a poster of each film and a collectible map. This is a hefty box set of the Indiana Jones soundtracks from John Williams. Kind of cool. Kind of looks like a little tote bag, you know, with the strap. Okay. I didn't realize this, but this never actually came out on vinyl before, but it makes sense. This is 10,000 Maniacs, MTV Unplugged. I remember growing up in Florida, watching VH1 with my father, and this would come on all the time. Although it's MTV Unplugged. Maybe we were watching MTV, but I feel like this was something that was on VH1. You know, Because of the Night, I feel like that was something I saw on VH1 all the time. But 3 bonus tracks featuring David Byrne. Let the Mystery Be Me, Dallas, and Jolene. 2 LP, first time out on vinyl. This has been really popular. Great concert, fantastic. I remember it when I was a kid. Something I listened to every couple of years to this day. The new album by David Gilmour, we've got it 2 ways. We've got it standard black vinyl, David Gilmour, Luck and Strange. And we've got the Indie Blue vinyl variant. Let's see, translucent sea blue vinyl. Also, another title that was available as a pre-order, but just rolled in. They're doing kind of a Neil Young Archives box set, and this is the LP kind of highlight from the box set. This is volume 3. Compilation of 16 songs from the box set. First time on vinyl for 15 of the tracks. Okay, we finally got a MoFi restock in, but also part of the restock was a lot of, you know, awaited pre-orders. So Lou Reed's Berlin. This is a standard vinyl 33 RPM release. So $39.99. Then to go with the SACD, we've got Run DMC. This is on super vinyl, limited to 3,000 copies. Then, also on super vinyl, we've got Miles Davis's On the Corner. I got a kick out of every time I see this album now. So I think I've told this story before. My buddy invites me to this bar poker every now and then, and I go to hang out with him and some other friends, but it's not typically what I want to be doing. But they just play just like the worst country ever. And one of the things that they have on one of these electronic jukeboxes is Miles Davis's On the Corner. So in between just like the most annoying country pop music ever, you'll see me fast tracking Miles Davis On the Corner tracks, and everybody flips out. I even had they even unplugged the jukebox once. Like the management even was grating on them. I got a kick out of it. It was entertainment for me, I know. Okay. Jeff Beck with the Jan Hammer Group live. Carlos Santana and John McLaughlin, Love, Devotion, and Surrender. Both of these are, yeah, look at that, standard vinyl. Look at that, 3 standard MoFi discs, not 45, not super vinyl, just standard $40 records. That's fantastic. Prince Lasha Quintet featuring Sonny Simmons, The Cry. This is from Contemporary. All analog, cut from the original master tapes by Bernie Grundman. This series has been fantastic. We've got a variant, what are they calling this? Part of the Silver Collection from Madonna. Her classic albums pressed on limited edition silver vinyl. No patchouli scent this time around. Ooh, some of the, I think maybe the first 3 of the Indiana Jones movies were made as standalone LPs. So we've got The Last Crusade, maybe all of them. Temple of Doom. I felt like more of them came out, but maybe they're on the website. We've got a Zoetrope of The Flaming Lips, The Soft Bulletin. This is the indie vinyl, this is an indie vinyl exclusive. It says it's the indie variant, but it's a Zoetrope. I'm pretty sure it's only going to come one way. Yeah, Zoetrope animation can be viewed with your phone camera or a strobe light app. We've got U2, Zoo, live in Dublin, the 1983 EP. America, live from the Hollywood Bowl, 1975, newly restored vault tapes from 1975 on ruby red vinyl. Bunch of Joni Mitchell reissues this week. We've got Hyra. This is remastered by Bernie Grundman under the supervision of Joni Mitchell. I think this is the breakout from the last box set that came out. Mingus. You know, they just released them as individuals. Shadows and Light. And Don Juan's Reckless Daughter. We've got the Deftones. B-sides and rarities. 14 rare songs from the Deftones vaults, including acoustic performances and cover versions. We've got Louis Armstrong's Louis and the Dukes of Dixieland on red vinyl from the, what is this? This is, yeah, Culture Factory. Originally on Audio Fidelity. Max Richter, In a Landscape. It's an interesting cover. Just a hand on a stack of books. On Decca. We've got a reissue of Alanis Morissette's supposed former infatuation junkie. I think this had probably her last hit on it, which was Thank You. You know, you had a Jagged Little Pill, huge smash hit. This did significantly worse, but it still had Thank You on it. And then after that, I don't know what happened. Featuring newly reimagined artwork. Includes Thank You and That I Would Be Good. So black vinyl and crystal clear vinyl, 2 variations. Let's see, Rex Orange County, the Alexander Technique. This is the indie store exclusive. And this is the standard black vinyl variant. Well, not really a variant. The indie exclusive is the variant. This is just a standard disc. What is this from Mr. Bongo? Los Reyes, 1970. Los Reyes, keep wanting to say 1973, but it's called 73. Fiery Afro-Cuban Funk from 1975. This looks really, Mr. Bongo, man, puts out absolutely killer stuff. I can't, recommend the Mr. Bongo catalog more. Very, very seldomly will you be disappointed. They typically put out stuff that's impossible to get, that goes for a ton of money. and is good. I mean, a lot of the times, not always. I mean, I guess it's personal taste. A lot of times, though, when a record is really pricey, a lot of times there's a reason why. It's a combination of it's good, it's in demand, and there wasn't that many of them. Sometimes I'm a little bit flummoxed why some things are going for $3,000, $4,000, $5,000. I think sometimes it's just because it's rare and they didn't make that many of them. But Mr. Bongo kind of gets the stuff that is in demand, was good, and was rare. John Prine, now playing part of the new Rhino, kind of a greatest hits or retrospective single disc, $20 disc they're doing. Although I want to say some of them are $24.99. Graham Parsons now playing. This is on light blue transparent vinyl. I feel like most of them were $19.99, but there was a couple that were $24.99. From Light in the Attic, Nancy in London. So the original album, and there's some bonus tracks. Press that RTI. Comes with a 20-page booklet. Maybe that's one disc with a bonus. Yeah, it looks like it's one disc with 4 bonus tracks. John Fogerty's Premonition. I feel like I used to have this on DVD. This is John Fogerty live. I want to say this originally was from the 90s or early O's when this came out. We've got 2 variations of Wage War's Stigma. We've got the standard, looks like black vinyl variant. Brand new album featuring Magnetic Nails and Blur. And we've got the limited edition indie record store exclusive variant. Dr. Hooker. Speaking of one of those really rare, really desirable, I don't know if this is really good though. I haven't heard this yet. A buddy of mine actually found this at a Goodwill about 4 or 5 years ago. Immediately sold it on eBay. I think he got $2,500, maybe $3,000 for it. It's quite a pricey record. And at the time, he was thrilled to get it. Oh, this is a Real People Music masterpiece. See, now the Real People music, not really my favorite thing. But yeah, cool cover. They did a real good, this is from Numero, did a really good job. Tip-on jacket, looks well done. We've got Guilty Simpson and Small Professor, Highway Robbery. This is an indie record store exclusive, so only available at independent record stores. Stores that are participating in Record Store Day. Sylvester, the legendary 1979 San Francisco concert on 3LP. On 3LP translucent purple vinyl. We've got Amadou and Miriam, La Fiesta Belle. 18 songs on 2 LPs. The Donnas, Spend the Night on hot pink vinyl. We've got Tor Wai Moi, Whole Earth. Toro Wai Moi, Whole Earth, clear blue smoke vinyl. The. We've got the. The first studio album in a quarter century, but that's a long time. Ensoulment, limited edition, double LP on crystal clear 180 gram vinyl with an exquisitely designed 32-page booklet. To go with the Ultravox box set, we have just the standard 2LP 140 gram black vinyl variant, extremely well done cover. It's kind of has a combination of a gatefold with a slip-on, half size slip-on case with a nice spot gloss cover. Really cool. Calvera, Schizophrenia on Curico vinyl from Nuclear Blast. Let's see, Manchester Orchestra, live at the Earl, indie vinyl exclusive on opaque bone colored vinyl. Big Sean, Better Me Than You. This is the Happiness Edition. You're Not Elected, Charlie Brown. Let's see. Original soundtrack recording on black vinyl. First release of the complete soundtrack to the 1972 You're Not Elected, Charlie Brown, written and performed by Vince Guaraldi. Remastered from the original session tapes for pristine audio, includes photos, art, yeah. The Cardigans, Rest of the Best, Volume 2. There's also a Volume 1 floating around here somewhere. Mika, Life in Cartoon Motion. George Strait, Cowboys and Dreamers. Brand new album featuring 13 new songs. The Heavy Heavy, One of a Kind. Rockin' Doopsie Jr. and the Zydeco Twisters, excuse me. This is the Zydeco event of the century, having played with Paul Simon, Dylan, Beyonce, and more. And featured in the 2024 film Roadhouse, Rockin' Doopsie Jr. and the Zydeco Twisters shared the joy of Zydeco with the world on clear purple vinyl. There he is. Winger, Pull. This is on Friday Music. Manning Fireworks from MJ Lenderman. The Dare, What's Wrong with New York? David Kushner, The Dichotomy. Got two versions of this. One looks like India's on gold vinyl. From Kraft, we've got at Ryu, The Curse. This is a gold certified 2004 album. I think I missed this one the first time around. Never heard of it. Here we are, the original cast recording. Let's see, pressed on opaque baby blue vinyl. Okay, this is some of the restock from Mobile Fidelity. Then I'll show you some of the whatnot auction this week. Restock of Dire Straits, On Every Street. Restock of, one of my favorite albums MoFi ever did. Miles Davis, In a Silent Way. This is one of my favorite Miles Davis records. Highly recommended. They did a killer job on it. Got a restock of the self-titled Cars from Mobile Fidelity. This is actually one of the analog cuts. This was analog, let's see, 1/4 inch 15 IPS analog master to the console to lathe. Got a restock of the Sisters of Mercy, also analog. PCM digital master, analog, console to lathe. Bob Dylan got a restock of Good As I've Been to You on Super Vinyl, limited to 5,000 copies. Okay, I'm going to show you a few items. There's about 175 items, though, that are in this auction. One of the nicest, cleanest Ludwigs I've gotten in years. It has been a long time since I've had one this nice. A long, long time. It's technically not even mine. It's a consignment, so theoretically. I still haven't had a good one in the store in years. I had one that wasn't that bad a couple of months ago, but not to this level. Robert Ludwig, Presswell, Led Zepp 2. A bunch of classic records, Zeppelins in this auction as well. I'm just going to show you the self-titled. All three Pink Floyd Mobile Fidelities, but more importantly, Adam Hart Mother and Metal are in this auction. The two much harder ones to find. Dark Side of the Moon in this auction as well. I think this is a first stereo pressing of the 13th Floor Elevators. And then also from my top, well, no, this is from the Shootout video. I think this was number 3 on the Shootout video of Dark Side of the Moon. Pink Floyd's Dark Side of the Moon, 30th anniversary, cut by Doug Sachs, Kevin Gray. Phenomenal sounding record. Highly recommend. The most affordable way to get that in top audio form, I guess you can say. It's not really affordable anymore. When I made the video, it was a sub $100 record. It is not anymore, but still going to be a lot cheaper than like a minty A2B2 solid blue triangle. But yeah, check us out on Whatnot this Sunday at 2 o'clock. And the rest of this can be purchased online at theingroove.com. Until next time.